all, Olin here. I'm continuing on with my playthrough of the quests in Solomon Island that, happen to be important to the storyline or I just simply like. At the moment, we're doing sort of a mix of both. The Orochi couple here, Harrison Blake and Anne Radcliffe. Um, Probably not going to get to more of the storyline mission, Dawning of an Endless Night, again on this episode because I want to do at least one mission here from Danny, and then a little bit here down in Edgar's scrapyard before heading over to the airport. I mean, okay, both missions will end up going over there, but
Do I have a choice?
not gonna do the Dawning of Endless Night thing quite yet. So we're gonna start off with black helicopters
Confirm
here.
or deny? You ordered one of those I'm a Valley Girl sweatshirts from the... I know it's not pretty out there, but you don't always get a chance to call it when your coin is in the air. Our business is increasing the statistical average for the next toss. That's adaptive science.
Mr. Blake isn't really a people person, and the people of Kingsmouth need that satellite line so badly. Sometimes the greater good doesn't feel very good at all. I don't exactly make the need-to-know level for what's really going on, aside from the obvious, but I do need to know. The group has helicopters flying most nights. Black helicopters, I'm not even kidding. Somewhere out at the airport. Obviously, this is all highly confidential information, far too confidential for me to have overheard. But I'd rather you find out this way before I'm in deep enough to be told. While I can still make like a church-going girl with a clear conscience. Not that Blake will let me visit the church here. Off limits, like the rest of town.
You know the ground rules of an occult outbreak. Quarantine, quarantine...
Quarantine.
Did I miss something?
Alrighty, so
Hi.
off to the airport. Anywho, so as I'm recording this, E3 has been going on for, well, 2 days now. And, usually E3 isn't all that exciting as far as it goes. I mean, cool trailers and stuff like that, but usually we know what's going on beforehand. And we kind of had, we kind of have this time too. But there's some cool things going on, like so the Fallout 4 trailer. Well, like we saw that Fallout 4 was coming. They've already done that little trailer, but they announced a release date already, which is this year, November, which is really cool. And then they announced a bloody freaking mobile game and released it during the announcement, or as close to during the announcement as they possibly could, which is an amazing feat when you think about it. I mean, they had no leaks about that one whatsoever. I mean, everything, often like it'll get leaks the day of and things like that, but this one, nothing. No one heard a dang thing about it. Where are we? Hello. So there's that, and what else? They actually announced that they're finally remaking Final Fantasy VII, something people have been asking for so long. They've actually gone to the like gone and had cruel teasers actually in the past. Had Final Fantasy VII as tech demos instead of actually doing a teaser for it. So the fact that they're actually remaking it finally is actually pretty sort of notable thing, and I think they actually they did sort of leak that recently, but I mean still didn't hear all that much about it, and a lot of that you could sort of assume was fan hopes and dreams. Same thing with the Dark Souls 3 announcement that they had. A lot of that, people were saying, "Oh no, those images are fake." But no. Dark Souls 3, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Fallout 4. It's a good year for gaming. Ooh, and Shenmue 3, because that's not a game that no one thought would ever happen. I mean, seriously. And so let's sneak in here, shall we? I'm cheating because I kind of already know what the heck I'm doing here. So going to examine the dead Orochi body. I love how, everyone does this in real life. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people do. And so it's just fun. That's how you get in with these things. So 739241. Seven three nine two four one. And at the risk of sounding, oh wait, you know what? No, I thought. Oh, okay. Never mind, never mind. All right. So, gotta sneak around and not be seen. I sworn I had to pick up like a... I could have sworn I had to pick up a costume, like an Orochi costume. But apparently, you know what? Hey, actually, we have a... I do have an Orochi uniform because of the Follow Tokyo thing that I have. Where are we? Orochi pilot. There we go. We'll wear that. Not quite the same, but it's Orochi. Not that it's gonna stop me from getting my ass kicked out of here if I get caught, mind you. But nothing's perfect. Hold, are you just standing on that cot? Okay. Oh, right. So at the risk of sounding horribly unpopular, just having everyone hate me and unsubscribe to the channel and yada yada yada, I'm gonna come out and say this. So the remake of Final Fantasy VII, I mean, it's exciting. Don't get me wrong. But Final Fantasy VII might be one of the most overrated games, RPGs anyway, of all time. I mean, it was a bloody fun game. I played the living hell out of it back in the day, but like people make out like it's the best game ever. There's no RPG that ever compares, and yada yada yada. And it's not even near my favorite Final Fantasy game of the series. I mean, I personally really love Final Fantasy IV. I mean, that might be a little bit of nostalgia involved, mind you, but it's just like there's a lot of really good games out there, and Final Fantasy VII isn't the be-all end-all that a lot of people, including friends of mine, have made it out to be. We've had long fights about this, well, discussions, but they call them fights. But yeah, I don't know. Like even within the same like year-ish time frame, I thought Panzer Dragoon Saga was like superior game in almost all respects. I mean, like Final Fantasy VII had more sort of gameplay-ish, but Panzer Dragoon Saga was the cooler game, I thought. I mean, well, whatever. So, sorry, I was just watching all the streams today. I got really sidetracked. I was planning to do more, but yesterday and today I got sort of sucked into the whole E3 thing, and yeah, that's why there was no video up on Monday, which is when I'm viewing this. Oh, hey, yeah, this is something. So this will pop up every time, like on every character that you play through. But after 30 missions, you will get 1,200 bonus points. It is, however, only the first, only on the first character that you get to 30 missions on. It's a account-wide thing, if I recall. Like the bonus points are account-wide, but like you'll only get them once, but this will pop up every bloody freaking time. Those points are only good for 30 days, so use them on whatever you'd like. I recommend, if you haven't purchased the Ultimate Edition, I'm gonna recommend like buying an issue or two with them. If you have purchased the Ultimate Edition, which contains like all the content in the game that's come out thus far, um, maybe some costumes. There's some really cool costumes in the store. Um, some really kind of horrible ones too, mind you, but some really cool ones too. Wow, the store is taking forever to load. Meantime, there we go. Yeah, down in like social and gear and where are we here? Clothing. Some of the outfits are really fun. I kind of like the spy stuff. What else is really good? Oh, I'm actually always really fond of. I use some Wikinista stuff on one of my other characters. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Bushido Threads? Yeah, Bushido Threads is actually really cool. It's kind of a reskin, uh, slight reskin, slight change of a dragon deck outfit. I forget which one offhand, like the martial artist deck outfit. It's kind of cool, and I really like the female version of it. Anywho, so let us turn in this mission and see what it says. So, black helicopters. I have outgrown the capacity to be surprised. Sadly, however, not the capacity to be irked. I am irked by the Orochi presence, and I do not mean it in that familiar grating way that one is irked by the Illuminati. We now know that the Orochi have a significant presence on the island. They are conducting experiments on Draug. They are, for reasons unknown, importing highly advanced geophysical material. To think that so much goes on in the world without us knowing about it, it is uncouth. Richard Sonic. Um, so yeah, ooh hey, yep, that'll actually switch out for my starter headpiece. Nice. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, the Orochi uniform. Somehow I completely missed that the first time through. My apologies. Um, alright. So, next up, let us meet Danny, shall we? I'm going to teleport over here because it's faster. And then head on over to meet Danny. He is, interesting. Let's see here. Skater boy sort of guy. Down in the skate park, so, that makes sense, right? Again, sorry, I am a little distracted by some of the really cool press conferences that they had today. Today was what Ubisoft, which fine. What was it? EA had just the most boring thing ever. Like every other bit was, hey, look, sports games, sports with the sports. And, a lot of people really love sports. I am not a sports games person, as might be obvious by my commentary just then. Alright, so let's get rid of this Orochi outfit, shall we? So yeah, I can see like there's a lot of technically neat stuff in the Microsoft or not in the Microsoft in the EA thing, but I just couldn't get into it. All right. So Danny has an investigation mission, Men in Black Vans. I am not going to do that because, as I've said elsewhere, and maybe in this little arc of episodes, I don't like doing investigation missions on the stream. Half the fun of an investigation mission is sort of finding out the solution for yourself, and I don't want to mess that up for everyone. So let us just do ATC here. So, highly secretive group has set up camp at the local airport. Hey, airport again. Danny has tried spying on them with makeshift surveillance equipment, but his planes constantly failed. He suspects foul play and wants help to figure out what's really going on. Sure thing, Danny.
Taking a break from saving the world, huh? I bet you've been out there punching darkness in the face and kicking evil in the, nuts. Or maybe you've been checking up on the MIBs? Come on. Dead guys followed by very much alive guys in black suits and black vans? Connect the dots. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. Connecting the dots. I rigged one of my RC planes with a wireless webcam. No biggie, super easy stuff. I already did it last year for, research. Not to get footage of Mr. Rosen, my math teacher, watering the flowers in his underpants so I could put it on YouTube. That wasn't me. Flying this thing is like air traffic control in Silent Hill. I pretty much have to rely on, like, the Force. And then every time I get over the edge of the MIB camp, wham! It goes dead, and it goes down. They got some kind of signal scrambling going on. Maybe even EMP? I'd so love to get my hands on that tech. Of course, I got, like, mad skills, so I managed to salvage the plane every time. But I have to keep pulling it out of trees and gluing bits back on. I'd really like to see what's going on inside that perimeter. Like Mr. Rosen used to say, try again, Dufresne. Of course he's a zombie now. Not that he's changed much. He's still Mr. Rosen, and he's still wearing those way too tight underpants.
Alright, so by that, we have deduced we are to fly the RC plane into the Orochi camp. Come on. Cutscene. Woo! Yep, Danny was right. Crash and burn. Can I get anything for this half-finished flamethrower? Oh, right, that'll send me back over to the Morning Light camp, so not on our way. Alright. If it was on the way, then I would totally do it, but unfortunately, not the case. Kind of feel like I should sing, like hum Chariots of Fire or something like that with a sprint animation. Yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop, I swear. Okay. So, examine the crashed RC plane. Kinda got pictures. There's 3 EMP generators. Alright. Hey, yeah, check out these shambling golem things. Oh, I will say I also changed out my build a bit. I had enough AP from the last couple missions that I could buy lovely striker power, so instant cast time, shotgun attack. That's so much happier now. But so we got to sneak back in here. Hey. So yes, 8 tiers 3 through 5 without being seen. I can probably not manage that, but I'll try. 739241. Because no way can I remember that from just a couple minutes ago. Wish I could, but I wasn't really trying last time. So 739241. Okay. Where are we going? We're going here? And had my hands on the wrong keys. How is no okay, I mean I know I'm all gussied up to look like one of them, but still. And also, you know, I got this outfit off of a corpse. Ostensibly down there off of one of the dead guys. So for a corpse or for an outfit off of a dead guy, it really, you know, looks pretty solid. Gotta give him props for making stuff that just, you know, lasts. Alright, so okay. Go around this way. And last keypad. Oh, that was not terribly hard. Cool. And you know what? Instead of just running out of here, I'm just gonna do this again because running south to Danny from there is just a much nicer run than running back through that whole mess. Now, every time I do this, I'm gonna want to sing the Chariots of Fire song. Sorry. Sorry. That's all on me. I apologize. I could just slow this down to like slow-mo thing. Oh, and also this little coat that I have. Where are we here? Coat. The riot control jacket. I got that for so when you complete little wrong. When you complete sections of the inner wheel, you'll get a little costume, like a little coat for each one. And the riot control jacket is for shotgun. There's a little white one for elementalism. What is which one is it? I believe it's the charged coat right here. It's a little bit of a glowy design, which is nice. Yeah, the riot control coat works a little bit better with the ballistic veil outfit that I have on at the moment. Okay, Danny. Here is your information. Oh, no. Sorry. Now we can really fly the plane. There we go, that's it. Alright, what does the report say here? We are frightfully concerned by the presence of the Orochi Group. They are immensely broad and powerful corporate conglomerate with influence on the council. As a result, we really shouldn't be interfering in their affairs. One would like to believe they're using their excessive means to contain and remedy the current situation. That is, of course, unlikely. Using a toy plane to keep tabs on their operations strikes me as rather unsophisticated. The Orochi will dismiss it as mere child's play. In other words, it's absolutely perfect. Yes, yes. Ooh, hey. Here we are. Yeah. Improvement. Ability level 3. I should point out, by the way, that this little rating here, the effusion rating, that is not the most accurate. It was added in with the EP patch. I don't recall offhand if I mentioned it in my EP patch video. I probably did, but just as a bit of a refresher, it's just a quick way to see if, hey, is this item more powerful than the one that I have equipped? If the bright green or red pluses and minuses under the stat changes didn't point that out to you. That's really it. It's not the best for like endgame stuff because it doesn't take into account like what glyphs and what bonuses. I'm here pointing at the screen when I'm saying this because of course you can see that. Like the crit rating and penetration rating on that shotgun that I have at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't take into account that the next one, hey, might have a higher effusion rating because it has a higher weapon power, but it'll have completely different stats. For instead of crit rating and penetration rating, it might have like block or something. Completely doesn't take that into account. So anywho, let us talk to Edgar. Because Edgar, Tango and Cash. Oh yeah. Alright. Howdy, Edgar.
I'm a genuine local. Grew up right here on Solomon Island, just south of town
Mm-hmm.
The Overlook Motel.
I see, Overlook
Used to be
Motel.
nice down there. Red oaks in the forest, beautiful ocean view.
Mm-hmm.
It's all boarded up these days.
Yes.
Been that way since those guests just up and vanished.
Also
Lights,
demons.
knocking sounds at night. Screams. Word of mouth got round. People stopped coming. And we had to shut down.
Alright. So this is Edgar's Scrapyard. We're gonna run a couple missions for him here. So let us first do, I guess, Scrapyard Defense. That I think this is the mission that people were doing outside, which oddly enough is sort of reminiscent of the mission Tower Defense, to be perfectly honest.
Tango! Cash! Down, boys! I said down! Hush or you'll taste the stick. You know you will. Shut your pie holes, boys! We got ourselves visitors! Woohoo! And this one's breathing. Oh, yeah. Now that's more like it. Ooh, them mean some bitches. Sooner bite a chunk off your BUT as look at you. Watch as you don't make eye contact, particularly with Cash there. That's the one right there. You don't much care for that. And he's the friendly one. Hey, Tango! Leave that arm alone. It's infected. Fucking dumb motherfucker. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. Fucker's got a taste for Frankies. Oh, dog's been keeping the yard clean. Goddamn Frankensteins get spooked by him. Those who don't get spooked, they get torn into tiny little pieces. Even I get sick of watching them go at it. And I've seen some sick shit in my life. But the boys, they can't get to all of them. Frankies and Smurfs keep popping up like bunny rabbits at Easter. Boom, boom, you know what I mean? You a dog person? Cats are good for nothing, except as yowling dish rags. You been a hero and all? I'm guessing it don't matter much. You ain't got a choice. You're here to fight Frankies and those mutant Smurfs, right? I even got some toys you can play with. Toys that go boom and splat. Don't ask me where I get them, because I won't tell you, and they ain't none of your business, you understand me? Look at that serious face on you. So now, maybe my boys can take a breather while I get some work done on the short bus from hell right here. We got ourselves a deal, hero. Mind you, keep the noise down. Tango and Cash are the sensitive types, you know? But I reckon they'll be happy to pick through the pieces after.
Righto. So, first batch of defenses. Oh, bother. So, what do we have here? Edgar's toy, Edgar's toy. Can't remember which ones are which. Okay. Oh, bother. Right. So, Gunk Barrel slows things. So... this is possibly not going to go well. Flaming Barrel... Barrel. Trash barrel. Alright. Oh no. Oh, this does not bode well at all. Okay, well, here goes. Oh, did not get close enough to the. Did not get those close enough to the barricade, which is unfortunate. I was not thinking clearly. All right. Okay. Remind me to put them on the outside of the barricade next time. I mean, I know you won't be able to remind me, obviously, but that's not the point. So I will say, actually, that the passive that I have, one of the shotgun passives, is very nice. The one that does it's nice. It does AoE damage based on the number of does AoE damage based on the number of consumers that I have not consumed on everything that dies. So where is it here? Yeah, hit and run. So yeah, every enemy it does 83 damage in a 3-meter radius. So if like I haven't done enough damage to one or a couple of those guys, it'll take care of the rest of them. It's kind of nice, you know. All right, so second set of defenses. Let us do bunk barrel. Of course. On the outside this time. So that makes far more sense. Da-da-da-da. Stunning barrels. Hey, I don't know why I'm going all the way around every time, but I am for some reason. Okay, and now the damaging barrels. Da-da-da-da. Do a different loadout like each time for barrels, so not each time, but you know what I meant. For each little area that you have to defend, there's a different setup, which is nifty, I suppose. I just wish I knew which one of these was going to get the most action. I see, so that one over there. Gotcha. Where? Ah, there you are. Oh, hey, I almost didn't even have to do anything for that one. Ah! Come on, come on. Sorry. Oh, you've actually not that bad off. Okay, that's a weird effect, I gotta say. It really is. Oh. Alright. Third batch of defenses. Where? No, they're over here. Oh, here. Okay. What do we have? Is it just the... Right, so it's just the one. So... Come on. Okay. Make a bit of a... I don't know what I'm doing here. It's been so long since I've done this mission. I'm not a huge fan of... As I've mentioned elsewhere, I'm not a huge fan of tower defense mechanic games. Which might explain why I've never done this one multiple times, and why I'm not a huge fan of mission tower defense. But I mean, not horrible. It's just not really my cup of tea. But I do find it interesting, though. I will say that a lot of people, complained about the like gamification of Secret World in not a lot, but like enough people complained about the gamification of the Secret World in Tokyo because of, almost specifically because of tower defense. I find it interesting to kind of remember that it's a thing that's been around for a very long time, since the game first came out. You know, they've been having these sorts of missions. It's been kind of easy to forget because you're so used to the sort of heavy story missions and things like that you forget these other ones that are fun, but I don't know, more like a typical game. If that makes any sense? Come on, come on. Die, Tarman. Okay. Where? Ah, there you are. Okay. So, what do we have here? It required the reallocation of resources, but I finally deciphered what the man in the scrapyard was saying. Well, most of it. The Queen's English has never been so mishandled. I'm not certain if we've preserved anything of value, the bus perhaps, or simply exercised our tactics. Regardless, defending a perimeter with the aid of various concoctions is a skill that must be mastered. The way things are headed, we may one day have to apply these lessons to preserving Temple Hall from the rabble and dark side. Heaven forbid. Okay, so now I'm going to get... Where are you? Elementalism focus. Yes, elementalism focus. Ah. Are you here? Oh, no. Okay. Next up. So it does occur to me, so I somewhat fixed my frame rate issues. They're not quite as bad as they have been. I did a complete check of all the files, and that helped. But it does occur to me that it never occurred to me to mention before. The big reason is probably actually the recording, because when I don't record, I get like 80 frames per second, 60 to 80 frames per second, and when I do, I'm getting like 50 to in the teens. So, when I'm recording to this hard drive, even programs that don't take up a lot of memory space, just chug the frame rate. I don't know. Maybe I assume it's because of the hard drive and the speed of writing to the hard drive. But what can you do? Anywho, Full Metal Golem. Sorry, this is maybe not the most interesting episode ever. I swear, I'm not always this sort of sidetracked and off the topic of the game. Anyhow, Full Metal Golem.
She's a real beauty, ain't she? All dressed up and nowhere to go. And she's getting restless. Hush now, baby girl. Hush now. We'll get you sorted, I promise. I know the look of someone who got no understanding of motors. Shit. That's alright. I ain't much good with people, but I'm a genius when it comes to automobiles. This fine lady, she's the only ticket off the island. Wait, did you think you could just walk everyone out of here? Across the bridge, and through the fog, back to Silly Vise Station? You think you're some kind of hero, don't you? That's funny. That's hilarious. That's pure comedy gold. You no more a hero than old Edgar here. You just got fancier moves and city smarts. Those smarts don't count for much under present circumstances. Now, I was getting close to finishing her up, putting the last few pieces in place, when those last few pieces just up and walked out on me. Couldn't believe my eyes. I seen some crazy things out here at night. Things with wings and tentacles and 1,000 screaming mouths. But I ain't never, and I said never, seen scrap metal just get up and stop walking. That's fucked up. You heard me. Fucked up. So it seems I can't get no further with the little lady here. Not as long as that transformator keeps rebuilding itself. So I'm stuck out here till the cows come home. And you've seen those cows with your own 2 eyes, haven't you? I have. Those cows, they ain't never coming home.
God, I forgot how much fun Edgar was. Wow. Present circus stations is what he said? Circus stances? It was just, yeah, fun times. Oh, this one. Yeah, I'm not going to do these side missions. Sorry, not at the moment. Alright, so collect a spark plug from the Scrap Golem disassembler. Hello, Scrap Golem pulverizer. Oh. You know what? I'm actually gonna myself a pet. Yeah, golden retriever. Retriever or lab? Somewhere in between. Alright. Scrap Golem disassembler. It's over here somewhere. Pick up when I get near you. Oh, okay. So okay. No, why? Why are you all attacking me now? You all suck. Okay. I do love that move, by the way. The build up 5 resources, then hit Anima Charge and Thor's Hammer twice. Really? Are you... I don't want to fight you again. There we go. Glad you're just tethered to that one little area of Scrapyard. What the... God, bloody... in case it isn't obvious, I'm not a huge fan of the Scrapyard. I'm really not. Just find it to be a very annoying place. Somewhat similar to that whole, the whole bit in, Monty Python, the quest for the Holy Grail with the, oh, let's not go there, 'tis a silly place. Yeah, that's my opinion of the scrapyard. Alright, so we need a carburetor from the welder. But you know what? I should probably just... There we go. Ah. Come on, come on, come on. Wanna... Alright, where am I going now? I'm going... Over Z survey. Oh. Ah, bloody... I hate this place so much. So much hate for the scrapyard. If I ever try and tell you that I don't hate the scrapyard, smack me for lying to you. Some people are okay with it, but I just find it a pain in my ass. Alrighty. I mean, I suppose a chunk of it might be that I'm a little under-leveled, I guess. Or at least under-geared. Oh, really? Oh, went after the wrong guy. That's what I get for not paying attention to things. Okay. Here we are. Scrap Golem incinerator. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Now go back to that place where I just was. Do the thing that I just did. Yay! Alright. Please hurry up and... There we are. So, back to Edgar. Run as quickly as possible. Because there's a time limit. Yay, time limits. Fuck you, Scrapyard. Alright, we're done with the scrapyard. Never coming back here until we need to pick up one of the auxiliary weapons. Because, it sends me back here. Bloody freaking hell. Alright, so send report. I'm familiar with Golem tree from my days in the academy. Golems are inanimate beings roused to life in the service of a master. Wonderful domestics and sentries as long as you get the ordinances right. However, we have a few records of golems springing to life independently as of a master, as appears to be the case here. If you find other evidence of spontaneous assembly, do let us know. For now, we shall have file this one under something in the air. Richard Sonic. And do I have... Yes. I have a better waist piece. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Okay. The little theatrics bits are kind of nifty. There's a little theater in London. Sorry, I forget the name of the theater, but you can go there and rent the theater for I believe like an hour at a time, and put on little plays, little shows, and the theatrics are little backdrops and prop pieces that you can place around. It's a kind of neat idea. Um, yeah. Anywho, so let us wait. Wrong button. Not sure why P and M got mixed up there for me, but we're gonna talk to Ellis Hill before. Oh my! I don't know. Call me crazy, but some of that static sounds like John, the Black Signal from Tokyo. That's relatively interesting. Never noticed that before. Alright, so yeah, the captain's playlist, that's probably the last thing I'm gonna do in the game. So these over here, um, these are lair missions. The lairs are crazy high-end group-based content, and I have actually never really done any of them. Um, my my guild, my cabal, is very much not sort of in the picture anymore. They were here and then they went off to other things. They do that a lot. It's a multi game guild. But yeah, they sort of flutter around. Some of them still show up from time to time, but for the most part they're elsewhere. I think last time I checked, there a lot of them were still in World of Warcraft. Some of them in Guild Wars 2. They did a bit with Elder Scrolls, you know. Anywho, so this is Ellis Hill here. He has investigation mission, Dead Air, which I'm not going to do. However, it does require translation of Morse code, if I believe, if I remember correctly. So, which is kind of cool. Anywho, the Runaway Lights is the one that we're going to do here. According to Ellis Hill, the generator of the airport has been acting up, and the reliability of the runway lights suffers from it. Sea beasts get bolder in the dark, so it's everyone's interest that the lights stay on.
Who the hell goes there? Identify yourself. Goddamn. Thought you might be one of them. Better be more careful. Accidents can happen when you sneak up on a man. Put it there. I understand perfectly. Man's got to guard his handshake. Gives away a lot of a person's soul. I'm not talking about that palm reading shit. Shake a man's hand, you get a sense of his worth. His past and present. See the wear on these? Metalworking hands. For fixing things up. Or breaking them. Real slow. No secrets. All in plain sight. More than you can say for this island. You got the back and the stomach for digging deep. All manner of shit comes out. But nothing I haven't seen the likes of in my line of work. You're thinking there's nothing dangerous about what I do. You'd be wrong. I can tell you all about what people try to hide behind a coat of white paint. Generator's been acting up, which is fine during the day, but at night, they get bolder when the lights are out. The sea beasts. And my aim gets worse. Makes it hard to tell friend from foe. I think it's in everybody's best interest if those runway lights stay on.
Yeah, he's not slightly threatening at all, is he? You know, I think there's actually lore, lore. Wonderful, wonderful lore. Lore about the Phoenicians, of all things. I wonder why that could possibly be. Why would they put Phoenician lore there? Okay, so the airport blueprints on the wall. So this is just giving a diagram of where the power lines run. Gotcha. So, check the wiring in passage 1. That is... Oh, hey! It's electrified water. That's fantastic. Oh no! Ow. Ow. That's fixed. Easy fix, easy fix. Floor or anything in here? No? Alright. So next one is over here. And gotta fight these guys. Gotcha. That is how you get out to the lair, by the way. So... Come on, come on. Bye. There we are. Come on, come on, come on. Hello, why are you running? Not sure why that guy was running away from you like that, but whatever. Right. Wiring repaired. That way. Passage 3. Oh. How do I get there? Go back in here. Oh. So it's can tell, but there's a bit of a safe passageway. Ah, crud. Never mind. That safe passageway? Lies. I was sworn I was like right in the... Ah, well. However, I suppose this is the easy cheater's way of getting to where we want. Correct here. I just sworn that the path went like... Oh, I just needed to rush to the side and come... This is safe here? Oh. So it vents the toxic sludge every once in a while, and I was supposed to wait for the toxic sludge to move past, and then run over, and then gotcha. Wait for that. Waiting. For it to spark again or some such. Come on. There we go. There we are. Really? Ooh, I say. Alright, so I'm just gonna go out that way. This last one. Going this way down. Evade twice? Oh, come on. You suck. You suck. And the exit stage right, that lovely, lovely, terrifying place. How are we supposed to get over here? I forget. Oh, right. This. This. Man. I really need better. Really need better stats. Alright, so you remember how I said that everything out here was nightmare? It's really, really difficult? I'm not kidding. However, it is the only way I can recall to get to where we're going. It may not be the only way to get to where we're going, but it's the only way I can recall. Alright. Here we go. And the circuit breaker. Sounds slightly ominous. Ah, versus... What? Come on, come on. Just die already. There we go. Hey, look, we have a beaten body right here. Something about Ellis Hill. A dead maintenance worker near the generator at the airport clutches an interesting piece of information about Ellis Hill. Information that questions the real identity of the man. The situation could warrant some investigation. Quoi? What strangeness is this? Anything in here I can't recall. No? Okay. So, we could go out and up and over and around again, or we could simply just Anima Leap right there. God bless you, Anima Leap. The previous way of doing things, you would just, oh, I can't remember what it was. It was like reset. Basically, it just killed you, and then you would just use the respawn feature to just move that way. All right. So the end commentary to Runaway Lights. Nothing wrong with shining a light upon affairs at the airport, even if they remain a touch murky. If anything flying in and out, or if anyone is flying in and out of Kingsmouth or has done so recently, we certainly want to know about it. There are many groups in the world whose interests would be piqued by Kingsmouth's occult brand of chaos, and not all will have the luxury of Agartha. Given that darkness has dominion over the sea, air travel would seem the most likely source of transport. And we have a new finger talisman. Yay! Alright. here. Let us continue on with something about Ellis Hill. Actually, let's see if we can. Oh. Something up here. No? Okay. So there's a note in the dead man's hand that reads, "The guy who turned up today claiming to be Ellis Hill is not who he says he is. I served with a real Ellis Hill in Iraq, and this ain't him. What's he doing with Ellis's name tags and identification, even social security number? I wonder what happened to the real Ellis Hill." No. So, what are we doing here? Dirty shovel. Check upstairs, maybe. No, nothing up here. Okay. Maybe I guess try the dirty shovel. Oh, hey, yeah. So, follow the dirt tracks. Can do. Where are we? So, examine the GPS device. That was a weird delayed reaction, but let's see here. So, where are we going? We're going right over near Danny. Alright. Search for suspicious activity at the bike track. You know what this calls for? This calls for getting the motorbike. Rankin Chopper. Rankin Chopper, not Chomper. Although that would be interesting. So, you know, I mean, it's a long ways away, and I don't intend to fight along the way, so what better time to ride on my bike? Ooh. Okay, it's in no way, shape, or form faster than sprinting. I know. I just wanted an excuse to pull out my chopper. And I mean, it was a little bit faster, maybe by a second or two because of nitro boost. Which, you know, we probably knocked off by doing these two jumps. Which are just fun little jumps, aren't they? Silliness, but pure silliness. Where are we here? Alright, so people can fight in this area, so let us switch back over to the athlete. And you know what? Resummon my pet. There you go. So, search for suspicious activity at the bike track. Can't remember where this is. Gets down-ish near the water. Hey. Okay. There's a couple dead bodies. Let's look at the dead bodies, right? Come on. Okay. At some point I need to, I think I have at least one, yeah, only level 3 glyph toolkit. I need to invest in hit, which is gonna help with those glances that keep on popping up. Wow, why did I not once use out for a kill right at the... Anyhow. No? Okay. Something to do with Ellis Hill. Oh, there we go. Ah. Hey, 2 of them? Oh, come on. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Okay. Now, wait for health. Cure wounds. Very useful in the lower levels, not so much, or at least debatably useful later on, but some people seem to use it all the way through. I tend to drop it somewhere around the later areas of Solomon Island, perfectly honest. Examine the dead airport mechanic. Well, so that's how I got all the information. He just straight up murdered Ellis Hill. That's a little disturbing. Okay, let's get to a safer spot and send in the report. Okay, so Ellis Hill was a widowed aviation mechanic. He played baseball in college. That appears to have been the highlight of his life. We know far less about the man pretending to be Ellis Hill. We know he's a murderer who likes to get his hands dirty. He has demonstrated only cursory knowledge of his aviation, though. He has demonstrated only cursory knowledge of aviation, though is adept at sending encrypted signals out to sea. Were I a believing man, I would say it smells Phoenician. Betting man. They are rudderless racketeers, and likely here to smuggle more than just lobster off the island. Yes, yes. Alright, well, that muddled, mispronounced little mission turn-in is where I'm going to leave you, folks. It's been a little over an hour, so hopefully you enjoyed, and sorry for rambling and being off track about a number of things, but it was fun, and until next time, folks, later.